Response. Holiday travel chaos. We've all experienced it.
Yeah.
Passengers bracing for problems after the epic airline failures this summer.
It was bad this year, but it appears that travelers may be in for a pleasant surprise. Lisa Parker explains.
So here we are smack dab in the middle of the two busiest travel holidays of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. We think a good time to ask regulators and watchdogs, so how's it going?
You can sit back, but can you relax?
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating.
Air travel has been anything but smooth since COVID upended our world.
3-4 hour wait.
6-hour call wait.
Disastrous stats from flight delays and cancellations to lost and mishandled baggage.
It took 5 days for them to locate my bag.
For Michael Rodden of Crest Hill, a European vacation this past October was everything he hoped for. A cruise, castles, picture-perfect moments. That is, until the flight home when Lufthansa Airlines lost his luggage.
I was pretty disappointed because this bag's an old friend.
Nearly a week after he landed in Chicago, good news. They found the missing bag. Only one small hitch.
And when I got it back from Lufthansa, the handle, it's a rollabout, the handle was broken off.
Michael filed a claim for the damage with Lufthansa in accordance with the airline's policy, but after nearly 2 months of waiting, he says he has not heard back. Lufthansa did not answer our questions either. His experience articulates one of many areas of focus for regulators in D.C., improving air travel across the board.
We have been pressing the airlines, and the airlines have been responding.
U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg told us after a turbulent summer travel season, his agency has been focused on everything air-related, from sporadic schedules to lost luggage. And he says it's worked.
We saw unacceptable levels of cancellation and delay over the summer, and had a lot of conversations with airlines about what they needed to do to improve. I do think that work is part of why we saw good results Thanksgiving week.
Progress reflected in the numbers. The week of Thanksgiving, flight tracking company FlightAware reports less than half of 1% of all flights were canceled, and the hundreds affected compared to thousands during a busy week this past summer. During the Juneteenth holiday, 3.5% of all flights, or more than 11,000 departures, were canceled. A drop also seen in consumer complaints, including those for mishandled luggage, down by more than 15%, the DOT says. And while domestic airlines are the department's main focus, Secretary Buttigieg says overseas carriers are next.
We don't care where your headquarters is. If you're operating in the U.S., you have to meet our high standards on safety and our standards on consumer protection.
As for Michael, he says he is hopeful regulators are, in fact, listening after the rabbit hole he's been down.
I'm sure that there's a lot of people that would just write this off and say, well, I'm a victim. It happens. Throw the bag away. Be done with it. I just don't think that's right.
The U.S. Department of Transportation has a new dashboard that will tell you precisely what each major U.S. carrier will do for passengers whose flights are either canceled or significantly delayed. We'll link you directly to that dashboard from NBCChicago.com/consumer. Lisa Parker, NBC5 Responds.